guys, welcome to episode 12 of the Ruck Off with me, Elliot, and Steve. Today we're joined by Tommy Taylor,
not the Wasp player. Not the Wasp player.
Yeah, just had to clarify that. Not the Wasp player.
That would be a good thumbnail. That is a good thumbnail.
Mr. Tailored by Tom.
That's it. TBT.
Tailored by. That's actually such a clever name. Where did the name come from?
Just a little play on words with the last name. People say tailored by Ben, for example, and then I thought I might as well do a little pun on the last name, tailored by Tom.
I won't be able to do it unless I was unless I went and looked for foxes and stuff. I'd be hunted by Stig. But
see, exactly.
I don't really kill animals.
No, good.
Really
good.
I don't tend to.
Only the ladies' heart.
Yeah.
I see Tom anyway twice a week, so it's nice to see him again. But how's life, Tom? How's life at the minute? How's it feeling getting back in the gym?
Lucky you. You get to see me twice a week. But no, since obviously Monday when the gym's opened, good. Feeling a lot better, a lot more busy now, obviously with the whole tailored by Tom thing, which is good. But no, overall better. Lockdown, this one sort of got to me, the third one, especially because it was nearly 4 months. So decided to get myself a bit into shape because I was a bit of a mess around Christmas time. So decided to put rugby at the forefront, make that sort of the main goal around lockdown, and yeah, look, that's where I've got to.
So with obviously you saying your main goals like rugby, how important is setting goals, in general, just in life? Do you reckon?
Crazy. It's before lockdown, it's given me good time just to just look at how I'm going in life. The short goals, long-term goals, always making sure they're realistic, achieving them. Think about it. If you're not working towards a main goal, I'm thinking, well, what's the purpose of what I'm doing? So put the rugby at the forefront, obviously with Burton, new club for me and Steve. So just establishing myself in that sort of environment, that's probably the main sort of goal. And obviously try and get a few first team appearances. And then we go from there.
Yeah, I'll back that, to be fair. So obviously since Monday we've been in the gym. What's your typical Monday in the gym? What do you do Monday? What do you do Tuesday in the gym?
So it's more rugby Pacific work. So you're looking at heavy push work, mainly sort of replicating line out work, close grip bench, looking at pushing away, and then you're looking explosivity work on a Tuesday, mainly trap bar deadlifts, box squats. You're looking at the sort of usual explosive stuff to sort of replicate what we do in a scrum, line out, etc.
Yeah,
which is really good.
Yeah, I think that's decent, to be fair.
I'm not going in the gym to get massive. I'm doing it like I was before. I was going in there to look good, but now I'm going in there for a goal sort of thing. So I'm not doing there with the generic. Let's do some curls with the lads.
Yeah. So if people are still listening, if they're not bored already, we'll leave your Instagrams and stuff, so you can see his little lockdown transformation. And then if anyone wants to get involved with your little program, then I'm sure they can drop a message.
Definitely. If you want some rugby advice regarding how they should train, I'll send them through a couple of things that they can start to implement in their plan and see if it helps.
Well, I've seen some stuff I've said some stuff to you that I want to see on your page. Because obviously, I think I'd love to see a day in the life of what you eat. You obviously start to put stuff on but I think PTs are tending to go down. It's more like a lot of YouTube stuff now, aren't they?
Yeah, it is. All sort of the old vlogging, all that sort of stuff. So, like I said, with your ideas coming through, it's always good trying to be different. I think it's the mullet. Ever since you got the mullet, you got some brains.
The confidence.
Yeah, the confidence booster.
Exactly. So obviously we'll talk a bit about your PT and your gym stuff in a bit, but obviously going back to you rocking up for the first time, how old were you when you started playing rugby at Ballarat?
Started really late. Started when I was around 13. 12, 13. I was a typical football player. Got into high school, and it was actually a high school that was predominantly rugby based in Devon. So down there, they take rugby dead seriously compared to the old football. So got dragged down by my mates, played for Exmouth, and then ended up playing for the college. And then I was surrounded by people that have gone on to achieve big things now. So that sort of made me probably the player who I am today, regarding, and that's how I learned probably so much in such a quick time.
Yeah, go on, name drop some people.
I don't want to name drop. But like just people establishing the Exeter Chiefs Academy now. But I was playing against big teams like Ivy Bridge, who now have made Richard Capstick, Alfie Petch, all the people that are in the under-20s England team now. Yeah. When you're playing against them absolute brutes at the age of 15, and they're smashing you in a ruck, it sort of like makes you realise, like, goodness me, man, I got to sort of pick myself up a little bit and go again.
Yeah, so I think it's quite odd because there's quite a lot of competition at Burton, obviously, with the new club. Like, I've always got people saying to me, you've left a club where you were pretty much one of the only second rows, so you were guaranteed to get in the first team every week. So why would you move to a club where there's 6, 7 second rows in your position? But I always say it's going to make you a better player. If you surround yourself with better players, it has to make you a better player.
Always. And I was very lucky in the fact where I was probably the only two. I was only 2 second rows there, but you were surrounded by like people that were, like I said, were going to Cornish Pirates for a trial weekend for a back line and the number. So you surround yourself by people with like that were playing well, a good mindset.
Yeah,
you know, eating the right things at the young age. Their parents were putting them on the right sort of path. So, so like I said, when I came to Burton, and when there's like, I'm the same position as you, where there's like 6, 7, 8 people in second row, you got to see that as a positive, not a negative. When we're surrounded,
you can either sit there and like feel sorry for yourself, go, oh, there's better people in this position, or you can go, oh, this is going to make me a better person. I'm going to push, and I really want to spot. So. Yeah, I think that like as you say, setting goals is really important to push to that next level.
That's literally what we should do. You should see it as a goal. Yeah, like there's 8 of us. I want to try and be in the top 3 of them people. Yeah, to then push on. That's the goal of mine. Like for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've got more of a goal. Like, I don't want to. So like with someone like Taff, so experienced, such a good player. I don't want to copy his game because I'm going to try and make myself the best I can make and stuff. So there's no point trying to be someone else. So I think that's what you're going to say. Like, especially in the gym with females and males, we can look at people online on social media and you can go, I want to look like this, but it's not always possible to.
No, that's the thing. It's not possible to do that. You got to do your own thing. You've got to look at someone and go, Steve's got really good ball handling. How can I work off him? Taft's got really good. He can pick a line really well. How can I pick? You got to try and look at different people's attributes and try and make your own better. You can't just look at that person and go, oh, I want to look and be like you. You got to see, oh, what's he got that I haven't got, and what can I actually look off and see and try and provide like what they have that I don't.
Yeah, so I think mine's a bit different because obviously I'm not the typical looking second row because I'm slightly smaller than an average second row. But obviously your game can benefit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you've almost got to view yourself. Are you playing second row, but are you like basically an extra back row on the pitch? It's pretty much stuff like that. And obviously, if we talk about your rugby, so you went Staffordshire 18s and 20s, or just 20s?
Yeah. So when I was in Exmouth, I didn't get picked for the county there. So I moved back up to Stafford, where I was born, and went straight into Stafford Rugby. Got picked by the coaches there to get pushed for the county selection. Yeah, went there. It was predominantly all Burton players, but I ended up captain under 18s and 20s of that team. Then got into the Midlands setup through there, and then that's about it, to be honest. But no, went through Staffordshire County, which weren't the best, to be honest. We're playing like yourselves at Leicestershire, and you can just see the setup there was a lot better. Or anywhere really. Got NLD, Leicestershire, Cheshire, all the surrounding counties that had like better setups. But like I said, you use that as some sort of motivation. You don't try and bring it down, even though we're going out there knowing we're going to lose.
Yeah,
you're taking it as a positive. Like, not a lot of people can play for the county.
Yeah,
go on
exactly.
To that sort of standard. So
I think with, obviously, we are rugby players, and we all do face like rejection and stuff. Obviously, you've told the story to me the other day about like you had the England county situation, but nearly getting picked and not. Like, just tell that story and then like just explain how we can deal with rejection. So if there's people who are 14, 15 watching this and they get rejected, how do they do?
So I was 20 years old going into the England under 21s. So you can tell they're sort of the people that sort of started on the bench because I was 20. They sort of like pushed the 21s into the team because that's their last sort of chance. So I'm on the bench for the second row, and don't get me wrong, the second rows there were brilliant. I wouldn't really class myself as a second row, probably number 6 at that time. So I was very lucky in that situation to be there anyway. But the second rows there were good. So went there, played at the weekend, and they said, we've picked our second rows for the team, blah, 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 and you're with, was like between you two sort of thing. And they ended up, the guy couldn't go, so they're like predominantly going to me. Then the guy ended up going, so they picked him. So it was sort of like they led me down a path where I thought I was going to go, and then ended up someone else going. So, but then I was talking to Adam the other day about it. He's doing a podcast, and he says, you got to take it as a positive. And I was there like, you have got to take it as a positive, because the fact they even put me up to consideration, like up for that, I might have gone on to the plane to Romania. I've got to take that as a positive anyway, because there were a lot more second rows there. But no, he ended up going, and I ended up being like, not going. So, but he was 21, I was 20, so obviously I was going to go, oh, perfect, I've got next year anyway if I get through the sort of process. But obviously COVID happened. But obviously, so I haven't got that chance to go and play for England counties, the 21s. But I wouldn't take that as a negative. But obviously it was a negative, but I've taken it as a positive, because I don't want to look back when I'm 25, 26 playing some rugby and going, oh yeah, I would have gone when I was 21. I don't want to be that person that sort of like goes back on what they used to do. I want to live for the moment, take it as a positive. Yeah, I was up there, we go again. Surely there's going to be another time.
I think as bad as COVID has been, like for me and probably for yourself, I don't know for you, Elliot, because obviously you've been through some like tough times anyway in the past, but for COVID for me, although it was horrible not being able to see and not being able to play rugby, where it let me focus on myself a bit more. So I dropped I dropped some weight, like get my fitness back up, and like just moving to Burton, like in general, meeting a whole load of new people like you can talk to, people who like push you in the right direction. So like Titley, obviously sorting out like the diet stuff, he's helped.
Great sort of people. You got everyone there helping you. What I find with Burton is when they've got a lot of people that you can go to. So if you're having a tough time, maybe you can go to Tit, you can go to JD, and then JD is obviously a PT, so he's a great person for me to look up to in life. He's had his own gym, but that's one of my goals. I'm always trying to pick at him, saying what to do. You got Chaz, you got all these at TAF, who's been playing rugby for the army. Like, he's been captain for that. Like, all these sort of people that have been through different experiences, and it's just great. Different ages, different experiences, and just it's good to have people around you like that.
Yeah, I'd agree. So Elliot, I think you've ref Tom, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me a video once of one of the county games. So yeah, I have. once or twice.
You need to get back into it, Elliot. You need to get back into your ref.
This is not me saying it, because I said it the other day when I messaged him. After that game, I think it was the only game I ever won in a Staffordshire shirt. I'm not saying that Elliot was swinging the Staffordshire way, but seriously, one of the best refs I've ever played under, because the mic was the recording that I had. He was Elliot was all mic'd up, so just the way he controlled the, like, literally, I watched it all again, and it was just the way he said things. It's just amazing. Seriously, I can still remember the coaches were there, like, saying one of the best refs we've had under, not because just we won, but but no, really good. Seriously, you should really get back into it.
Yeah, the thing is, I said to Elliot, if he gets back into it and he has to ref me, I hope he sends me off, because I'll end up saying something to him.
There's just more content for the Ruck Off. Yeah. It's great.
And it's, I'm not doing the podcast anymore, Elliot. You're horrible. So obviously we've talked a bit about the rugby. Going back to your PT, you've just started this new program. You've got some people on board. Just let us know what people on board.
So throughout lockdown, I was thinking of like where to go with uni, but I sort of dived into PT, because that's always what I wanted to do, sort of help people. I was losing weight myself, so got into a bad spot weight wise. I think I was nearly 18 stone at one point, sometime throughout college. So I did the PT course. Now I'm currently like nearly 15 stone, just for the rugby season to be bulking up into 15 weeks, I think it is now. So, but no, set up an online coaching business with PT as well, and just mainly rugby players that I know. So I've got a few from Stafford. I've got the Staffordshire and the Stafford head coach come on board recently, which is really good. And just opening up different avenues around the rugby with people, and helping people in different positions and different genders, obviously with females coming through, female rugby players, just really helping them, and really enjoyed it. Only been doing it for a few months now, so really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah. So just got some goals with that, because obviously we've got your rugby goals. Have you got any goals with your PT?
So obviously rugby goals, but PT, obviously established myself within the rugby community end of this year, start of next year, with a few more rugby clients, and then probably I'm going to be swaying towards rugby players in general. I just want to build up better fitness, and then rugby Pacifics by the end of next year, where I can probably predominantly have rugby players that want to be trying to progress in their game over time. That's the main goal. That's the main goal in general.
Yep. Obviously, for the first time, we haven't recorded this already.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, who's your favourite or best coach you've worked under?
Dan Hemingway for Lichfield at the moment.
Okay. Why?
Ex Leicester Tigers player. He gave me the opportunity to actually play at a higher standard for Lichfield at the time. I went from playing at Stafford Colts level to playing in Midlands 1, and the guy put his faith in me, played Burton as my first game, put me in, and ever since gave me the chance. So great.
Favorite referee?
You. That's no joke.
Oh, that's not a question.
I've got the video. I've got the video for it. We'll get the unreleased footage of Elliot back in the day. Seriously, different.
Yeah. Okay. Elliot, you ask this next one, mate.
Yeah. Favorite player you've played with? Not Stigo.
I haven't played with them yet, so we can't say me.
Oh, that's right.
Favorite player I've played with?
Yeah.
I would say.
The best player you played with? Favorite or best?
I'd say mate that I played down with Exmouth. His name was Ollie Toomey. It's fly half. Just for the general. Played sevens as well. He was just amazing at everything. Seriously, so shout out to him. He probably won't listen to but no, an old mate from where I used to live. So,
favorite rugby moment?
Winning the Staffordshire County Cup final against Burton, after all the Burton lads gave us a lot of a lot of hoo-ha the first year when they absolutely spanked us. So that's probably, and obviously getting into Midlands as an individual. So team individual.
Yeah.
Funniest rugby moment.
Pardon me?
Yeah,
Funniest.
Rugby moment. Rugby moment.
Going for a try. The guy was grabbing onto my shorts, and by the time I got to the try line, my shorts were down by my ankles and my pants.
Did you still score?
Still scored, but no, half naked.
I bet that was a fun landing.
It was great. It was more like a Superman sort of thing, like a John Afoa, like like trying to grab.
Favorite bev, but I don't think you drink, so it's hard.
Favorite bev,
athlete.
Currently H2O, alcoholic beverage, Carlin up the Burton boys.
I paid a £5 for a Carlin last night,
mate. Everyone's increased their prices.
That's
crazy.
And then, so if you were like, the RFU went to you, you're the man. World Rugby went, you're the man who decides what happens in rugby at the minute. If you could bring in one rule to rugby, what would it be?
I would say that the thing they're doing in New Zealand at the moment, the captain's captain's challenge. There was a moment yesterday in the Newcastle Bristol game, and the referee got it completely wrong. And I was there like, captain's challenge would have been perfect for it, even though Newcastle ended up getting wiped the floor with Bristol. But just little moments like that can change your game. So yeah.
I said, like, when I always go, I'd love to have, you're allowed a 16th man on the pitch who can, he's allowed anywhere on the pitch. So he can tackle anyone he wants off the ball. So imagine putting a high ball up, kick, and he just comes and nails the fullback so early.
That's like you at training when you just eye gouge me. And then even though you're on the wrong side of the rock, I just get a random eye gouge and to see you just laughing. That's basically what you are. So you're practicing what you preach.
Just wander around annoying people.
That's why the best referee, Elliot, will be all over you, mate.
He won't ever catch me. Run off. Anyway, Elliot, have you got anything else to add?
What about like favourite law you'd remove? No, your law you'd remove.
Oh my lord. Favourite law I would remove?
I'd say
free kick at a scrum and they go back to a scrum. I love a good scrum, but goodness me, it takes about 4 and 5 minutes to get, like, they go free kick and they go take a minute to the side, back down for a scrum again. And I'm just there like, make it a penalty or something. It's just a slow game at the moment. I feel like this.
I'd say bring back the biff. So whoever, like, the first person to throw a punch gets like the red card, but everything after that's fine. No, that's a fair comment. Like, honestly, if someone hits someone, then everything else after that should be fair in that fight. Like, no one else gets in trouble, just the player who threw the first punch.
Have you started drinking early?
What?
You started drinking early?
No, but that'd be a good rule, wouldn't it?
I'm just going to say, yeah.
Elliot, as a referee, your next referee panel. Thing is, people are going to be afraid of me. If I rock up with a mullet, people are going to be like, he's a frightening individual.
Especially with the blonde bits, the blonde highlights in 2 weeks.
Exactly, mate. Get some tape around my head.
No one is going to go near you.
In it, especially in Ruck, because I'll be doing some dodgy things. Elliot, have you got anything else to add before I say something really bad?
No, I've got nothing else to add.
Perfect. Do you want to wrap us up? Well, yeah, but before we'll put all your stuff in the description of the video and on the Insta. People go and check out Tom. Check out what he's doing. He has some decent
for your rugby needs.
For your rugby needs and nutritional needs.
Yeah, but seriously, if anyone wants to just message me regarding rugby stuff, I can give them some free advice and see what they want with training wise. That's it.
Perfect. Episode 12 was this, Elliot?
Episode 12.
Done. Dusted. You can wrap us up, I think.
Thanks. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, share, ding dong bell, follow, tweet,
push the bell,
like, comment.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, all that.
All of that good stuff.
I'll see you next week.